Hello everyone, welcome to Simon's Trading Channel. Happy Friday to you. Hope you're well and you've had a great day. I've got a very red nose because I forgot to put sunblock on it while cutting my lawn today. And because I've got such a giant nose, give you a bit of a demo. It needs to be protected with a good layer of factor 50. And silly me, I forgot. But never mind. I'll remember next time. Anyway, yes, let's get in with the juicy stuff. Oh dear. Oh dear, Bitcoin. What are you up to? That's an interesting looking candle. Anyway, I'm going to start with a weekly on CME because CME is about to close, right? With it being a Friday. And this is what the weekly on CME looks like so far. So here. So that to me is yet another weekly rejection from in and around the all-time high, i.e. a resistance to price. And that makes me think that there are more weeks to come within this price range. As I've been saying for some time, I've been very suspicious of such. Starting to look like it may happen. It's not all is lost sort of situation. I wouldn't say it's that. I can put some meat on the bones by jumping down to the lower time frames, but as you can see, the weekly's momentum is still very much to the upside. And so yes, it looks like how many hours? There's only an hour left until the weekly closure. So it looks like it's going to close just under 70,000 for CME. Though it does have a bit of a premium over the perpetual exchanges at the moment, which are about $400 lower. But it looks very similar, as you can see. Now, the daily. Yes, it's a rather red-looking day with just 3 hours, 42 minutes left to go before the closure. And I do wonder if my double top prediction from yesterday may end up coming true. Bit too early to sort of analyze that, and so I'm not going to. Now, I've jumped down to the 4 hour. Do you know what I realized today? Right? I've been manipulating charts on TradingView for I think it's 3 years now, right? Every day. And you've seen me put my range on multiple times. I can move this thing out of the way. Come on. So you can't see what I'm doing, but it's very frustrating what I'm trying to do. So I put a line at the top of the range, a line at the bottom, and then figure out what was 50% and put a line in the middle. Oh, Simon, how naive you can be. If you just pick out parallel channel, like I've used these sort of diagonally, but I never had the wherewithal to think, well, why don't I just do it horizontally? And there you go, as if by magic. A range high, a range low, and 50% mid. Ha ha! There you go, you learn something every day and you're never too old to learn new things. Right, so yes, this is the 4 hour, 4 hour. And, yesterday I was talking about resistance in this area, and indeed has pulled back a bit. The 50% point of this last move up, if you take it from that wick low, whoa, don't move the whole chart. Says accurately. So it's right where price action is now. So what is it? Just call it 69,000. Therefore, what I would say is that Bitcoin's close to making a further move down, a further correction. You can also see that being reflected in the momentum. I wouldn't believe this 66.5 number for crossing the zero line. I think it's probably going to be much closer than that. And, or maybe, yeah, probably more like, well, maybe it will be around that sort of mid 66. I would say more like mid 66 to mid 67. For a shift in the forward momentum to the downside, the daily will more than likely remain to the upside, but it certainly won't be on the ascendancy. It will be on a descendancy. So, yeah, so I was talking about yesterday, what's the next move going to be? Is it going to be a move up or a move down? Looks like it might be a move down. Now, let's say that Bitcoin did close below, where should we say? Let's say Bitcoin did close a daily below 69,000. Then it wouldn't be game over straight away. You would lose a 4-hour momentum for sure. But it wouldn't be game over straight away. I say game over, I just mean of this move up, this lower time frame move up. Say lower time frame, it's been this way for a couple of weeks now. But it would basically render that done and dusted, and therefore set up something else, either sideways consolidation or a move back down, and therefore range play. And I think for the range play to become one that should be on my horizon, it would be closures back below 64.5. So back below the midpoint would be more range play. I think within the top of this range, any pullback that doesn't close 4 hours and dailies below that midpoint, 64.5, call it. It's an area, right? But I'm just putting it on as a line. So any pullbacks that are greater than where it currently is, but respect that as support, would still look good for the next kind of like macro move to be to new all-time highs. That's what I would say about pullbacks and then potentially what happens afterwards. A cheeky little pullback just to take out this low, just to, so all the people who got the stop losses here, would be sort of par for the course. Shallower pullbacks would obviously be anywhere from where it is now to the midpoint, and the current trend line, I think, is basically on the point of breach, if it's not already been breached at this point. I took it off, but if I just quickly put it on, yeah, so it's on, what did I have? I think I had it kind of like this. So it's on the verge of breaking the trend line. Obviously the trend line just represents a rate of change to the upside. You can still have an uptrend but while breaching this trend line, it just means that the rate of change is changing. So yeah, pretty interesting. I will just point out this before I leave you all in peace. And this is come on. What is the problem? Just give me the blue line. I should have just deleted this one and put a fresh one on. You can see that there is, now, if Bitcoin doesn't break down much further than it already is, and then turns back up, you could describe what's happening as an ascending triangle. I don't think it's there yet. And you need to see Bitcoin turn back up really. But this on the the 4 hour and probably the daily, there is this sequence of higher lows on those lower time frames. So, much like here, That one broke to the downside. This one may break to the downside, but could also break to the upside. One doesn't know until it's happened to one. So I think I'll leave it at that for now. How many minutes is that? It's gone 10 minutes. How time flies when you're having fun. I hope you've enjoyed the video, and if you have, please like and subscribe. And if you haven't, don't come back tomorrow because I'll be doing it all again. I tried to get that out super quick, but the old brain doesn't communicate with the old mouth in quite the velocity that it used to. All right, take it easy. Enjoy the rest of your Friday, and I'll see you tomorrow for Saturday's price action. Goodbye.